This is going to be a super nerdy version of the vlog, kind of short. It's talking about data and storage. If you want to skip it, and tomorrow we will have a vlog that's a little more interesting. I believe Daryl wants to go shoot with me tomorrow, so we're going to go in Portland and shoot some pics. So that should be more interesting. Anyway, this vlog is all about data, storage, read-write speeds, camera cards, all the good stuff that I love, but you may not exactly enjoy. So today I want to talk about data, storage, and gear. If you know me, you know that I love gear. Cameras, everything. I'm a sucker for Best Buy, the Apple Store, B&H Photo, which is the one thing I really miss the most about being at that office in New York at Madison Square Garden was like the 2.5 block walk to B&H Photo, which I dub as the Toys R Us for adults or the Toys R Us for film and video professionals. So yesterday I had to make a quick stop. I needed to get a few things. So I picked up, and what I thought were great deals, a couple SanDisk 64 gig cards. Now, what's great about these is it's the 80 megabits per second read-write means that the card's not gonna crap out on you. There's gonna be no jitter or jumpiness to your footage if you're moving around with the camera. So, for example, I'm shooting this on the 70D, and I'm not gonna have any issues with an 80 megabit per second card. These were $30 a piece. Comparatively, I saw a Pix Tour, which I guess is a new branding for SanDisk. Same card, which is supposedly like weatherproof, fireproof, waterproof. I don't know if it's fireproof, but I bet it can definitely bat down the flames. Basically, they were trying to pitch me the card that could live through it all. So if you threw your camera like into the ocean and were able to recover it, you could still save the footage, just not your camera or your lens. Well, maybe your lens, but probably not your camera. So I avoided those because they were like $100 more. Anyway, 2 of those, because I'm just shooting so many of these vlogs now, and I have a 32 gig card on here and it just fills up too fast, so went with these. Next, for my 5D, because I'm really getting more and more into shooting video and photos with that, I got another SanDisk 64 gig Extreme. They're all Extreme or Ultra Plus. 120 megabits per second, compact flash. So I already have a 64 for the 5D. It's good to have a backup, so when I fill that up I don't have to do a footage dump. Now, in a perfect world, I could just only buy cards and I wouldn't have to have external hard drives and, you know, backup footage and all that. I could just like tapes, you know, you fill up a tape and you put it on the shelf, and then you physically have your tape that you can, you know, keep track of, which made it, I think, a lot easier just visually to look at the shelf and say, oh yeah, I have the tape from, you know, August 8th or whatever, and keep all the footage. So I don't know how some people do it, keeping all their footage. I gotta find a way. So as I try to keep up with the demands of technology and cameras and large file sizes, right now I'm just shooting in 24 frames per second, but usually I'm shooting in 60 frames so I can slow it down. But I'm gonna be a lot better about changing my frame rate when I need a shot that needs more frames, like a time lapse, which is also video. So like I'll set the camera down and I'll just keep it in a position, like the art walk shot where people were walking by really quickly, and then I'll just like speed that up and then pick the camera back up when I'm done and I want to talk about it. So I went with like a cheaper, it's not like cheap as quality is bad, but like this is just like a storage drive. It's got like a 5 terabyte Seagate drive, so I can just pretty much just dump footage on here and get it organized. I wouldn't be editing off of this because the read-write speed's a little too slow for editing. You could do it, and it definitely is USB 3.0. But really what you want to do is have like a lacy drive or something with a Thunderbolt connection or a USB 3 or a solid state where you're going to get read-write speeds of 110 to 200 megabits per second. Okay, so got a little nerdy there, but like yesterday I was just realizing that all this stuff I've been shooting is starting to fill up my 4 terabyte Lacy drive, that orange drive I always have, and I've only got like 1.7 terabytes left, which for a lot of people is like a ton of storage, like way too much storage. But when you have video and photo and you're editing stuff and you're, you know, using it for primarily multimedia, you need all the terabytes you can get.